Hello everyone, my name is Haven, and today I thought about doing these, but I wasn't too sure, because, I was thinking about, should I still do just, random reactions, and should I just, stick with, just doing music reactions, but, I figured why not do it, because who knows, one day these might get removed from the internet, and this would be kind of like a time capsule, I suppose, but, yeah, a long time ago, I don't even, honestly, let's see, 14 years ago, apparently, there's these videos that kind of popped up, and at the time, they were very funny, to me anyways. I used to quote these all the time, but now as time has gone on, I've kind of forgot about them, and then recently I thought about them. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I have these. So, I'm all over the place, sorry. But I figured, why not do like a reaction to them, kind of bring them into the light again, or whatever, and just see if they still hold up today, I guess. And if you've never seen these before, hey, you might like these, and who knows, you might not. But there's 3 videos done by Monkey and Apple that I want to do, and this one, The Dark Knight, it's a Joker interrogation scene. The other one is the outtakes, which is just as funny. And then the third one, I'll probably have to censor quite a bit of it because it's not politically correct for the time. There's very, very much homophobia in it, but I'll censor those. Or I'll try to the best I can, or at least the sensitive words that he says. But like I said, it was funny at the time, and looking back on it now and wanting to revisit it, I just want to kind of bring it back and just kind of look at it and see where it stands today, honestly. Because it was one of those things, just like this one, where like I said, a lot of us guys who knew of these videos would quote it all the time because it was just so funny, because this guy did it just so well. And from what I've seen, he's not doing too well with his channel. Yeah, considering he has 92k subs after so long, he's not doing well. But I don't know. I just wanted to watch these. So let's jump right into this.
Why do you want to kill me?
You mind saying that one more time?
Why do you want to kill me?
What?
Why do you want to kill me? I said, why do you want to kill me?
Okay. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, tell me, Joker.
Nope. Still just guttural sounds to my ears.
Don't let it on me, Joker. Tell me where they are.
Okay, we're obviously having some failure of communication. I'm not picking up words.
Don't let it on me, Joker.
Okay, not gonna help the hitting. Look, I don't even know if that was a question or a declarative statement.
What are you doing?
I'm not joking. I really can't understand anything that you are saying. Nothing. Have you been to the doctor lately? Because I think you may have a very severe case of throat cancer.
I don't have throat cancer. Tell me where they are.
Okay, so as you can tell, the ongoing joke is, and a lot of people have made reference to this in various videos and various forms of media, that with Christian Bale's Batman, obviously he's kind of hard to understand, he really tries to mask his voice, but it's in a way that it just sounds like guttural sounds, and so basically that's the whole idea here. At the time, I think everybody was kind of jumping on this trend, so this is literally nothing different than what you would see at that time. But I don't know, I loved I like his take on it. I think it's just so great, where the Joker's just kind of breaks his own character and is like, bro, what the fuck are you saying? I can't understand you, and I love it. I love the way he just does it. This and the outtakes are still funny to me.
There's nothing in the English language that sounds anything like that. Are you speaking bat? Is that what bat sounds like? Oh God. I'd really like to answer your questions. I don't know what they are. You are not speaking anything any human can understand. Am I crazy here? Okay, I know I'm crazy, but I know I can't understand anything that you're saying. So why don't just sound it out? Come on. Enunciate. Enunciate, do you know what that means? It has nothing to do with physical contact. How do you even communicate with anybody? I can't, there's no words coming out of his mouth. Am I right? There's there's fists coming out. Do you see what it sounds like? Just tell me if it's a noun, a verb. Just give me something to work with here. Write it on a piece of paper. I can't understand what you're saying.
Oh my god. Okay. So before we do the second one, it's still funny to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not funny to y'all, but it's still funny to me because it's just like I could picture the Joker being in that situation. Like I could see Joker literally breaking his own character. You know, not even like Heath Ledger breaking character, but like Joker himself breaking his own act. Like, bro, what are you saying to me? Because I can't understand what you're saying. You know, like something just like this, and that's why I just think it's so funny. Because I don't know. I think he did like, you know, well, like I know a lot of people usually just make the joke in general, like him not understanding people not understanding what he's saying. I know that is just the joke, but no one has ever, I guess, done it in a way where it's interactive like this, I guess, as far as I know. But we're gonna jump on into the outtakes here, and I guess laugh some more.
Has anybody ever told you that you may have a speech impediment? And that maybe that's the source of all your anger. So maybe
It's not a speech impediment.
you know, I was gonna suggest you get help for that, but now you can just go fuck yourself. I cannot understand a word you're saying. You're not saying anything! It's just growls. There's no words in what you're saying. If you don't acknowledge that you have a problem, you're never gonna get any help for it. Okay, that's not a normal voice, all right? That's a voice of someone who has either smoked a fuckload of cigarettes or just never learned proper English. Talk like a normal person. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. You do realize what the point of an interrogation is, right? You're interrogating somebody. You're not growling and hitting. There's more to it than that. I have information you need, but you're not gonna get it if I don't know what information is you want. You know what? Okay. You know what? Harvey Dent and Rachel Dawes. I have them hostage. Do you even care? This is not fair. There's no thoughts. There's just pure fists. Oh. Okay, look. My name is Steve, all right? This is me. This is me talking now. This is not the Joker. I can't understand a word you're saying. Look, I'm obviously going through a lot right now, dealing with several issues currently in my life. And you know what? Talking to somebody about it might actually help. But I can't talk to anybody who is only growling like a fucknut. Am I not getting through to you? Guess not.
Guess not. Okay. So that was Joker interrogation scene with the outtakes. I think they're both still hilarious. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But we're about to get into the Twilight Saga spoof. This is a little bit, like I said, a little bit homophobic, but I'm gonna try to at least censor out the harder terms, you know, the hard words, the F word, if anything. That if you're wanting to know what I mean. I don't know, we're just gonna see what happens here. It might not be as funny as it used to be. I used to quote this a lot. Not any of the harsh parts, but I used to when I was younger. It was, like I said, it was funny at the time, but it might not anymore. But, you know, let's jump right into this.
Dad,
I love that.
I have someone I want to introduce you to. Dad, this is Edward. He's my new boyfriend, and he's a vampire. But don't worry, Dad. No, he's not that kind of vampire. He just sparkles.
I'm sorry. I just wasn't aware that they sold vampires at Claire's. What the fuck is the matter with you? Are your skinny jeans cutting off the circulation in your brain? I don't know if you're aware of this, but any male who sparkles at any point in the day is not called a vampire. It's called a big fucking. That's what it's called.
I just want to bring something up real quick, and I've thought about this quite a few times, and him saying the F word made me think about it. Isn't it so crazy to think that all these celebrities who now are coming out as, you know, whatever gender or whatever they are coming out as, or sexuality, were the very people 10, 15 years ago shunning gay people? Like, don't you remember when society was just so cracking so hard? You know, when calling somebody gay was offensive, and when I don't know, just all that. I was thinking about it, and I thought about it quite a bit, and it just kind of blows my mind, you know, growing up and everybody, you know, calling people gay and saying it in such a harsh time. I got called it so many times, you know, it was beyond belief how, you know, just how often I got called it. But people just, you know, and people in movies and in TV shows just bashing, you know, like gay bashing all the time. And, you know, now it's like, since everything's happened the way it has now, it's like all these studios that used to promote gay bashing and all these people that used to promote gay bashing or just shunning gays and just whatever are now the very people that are sitting there celebrating gay people and celebrating just the LGBTQ community in general. And it just kind of blows my mind, because it's like, you know, back in the day, none of this would have been acceptable. You know, like Hollywood would have shut all of this down, type stuff down. You wouldn't even see gay representation in like Marvel or Star Wars or even on TV. It was like you had to be like an indie company just to put something out like that, you know. Or like the one example, Brokeback Mountain. That was like the one light in the dark type thing, you know. It happened once, but even then, we all know, especially people my age, in school when that movie came out, it was a big joke, you know, to sit there and try to accuse somebody of watching Brokeback Mountain, because that was our way of saying, oh, you're gay, you know. And it happened quite a bit. Like I've heard people like, oh, you seen Brokeback Mountain? Oh, you must be gay then to like it. And it's like, you know, back in that day, or back in that time, it was just so normal. And of course, it doesn't mean it was right. It's just, it blows my mind how something so normal is now, obviously it doesn't exist anymore, but the people who made it normal are now suddenly, we were always for representation. We were always there for representation when it was never a thing. It's like how people celebrate Disney for their representation, but then you look back like what, 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, they literally had movies that depicted racism. There was literally a racist movie called Song of the South, you know, because my grandfather told me about it, because he had it on VHS, because it was like a historical reminder that Disney did have this at one point. Disney was celebrating basically slavery or segregation, you know, in a way, and they were pushing it into their movies. And now it's like everybody's like, oh, Disney, they know, they get us, they understand us. And while I get that, yeah, 50 or so years has passed and there's new hands, you know, you just can't forget that something that happened. Because if we're gonna sit here and try to bring up a lot of other people's pasts about, you know, racism or homophobia or whatever, you know, then you have to also hold these companies that are accountable as well, who are sitting there pretending that they were never like that, you know. That's just me. But sorry, that just kind of turned into one giant ass rant. I was meaning to talk about something with, you know, relating to homophobia, and it ended up spreading to like this big thing. But I'm sorry. But we're gonna keep going. Sorry.
I have no doubt in my mind that your little friend here consumes DNA. I can tell that just by looking at him. My point is, there is a clear distinction between a semen sucker and a blood sucker. All right? If swallowing semen made you a vampire, your mother would be fucking Nosferatu, okay?
Dad, I know he's not gay.
I guarantee you, if I were to spread his ass cheeks and look inside, I would find the semen of a Hot Topic employee.
Ugh, oh my god, Dad, that's disgusting.
Hell, maybe even two. I would have preferred that you walk in here and tell me that you were fucking a bat. A literal bat. I would have preferred to hear that my only fucking child is engaging regularly in bestiality than to hear you bring this fucking Special Olympics Disney Channel vampire into my home and call him a boyfriend. I would prefer to see bat wings flapping outside your cooter lips than to hear this shit. You can't come in here and give me a glittering little gay boy and call him a vampire, because it's not fucking factually accurate. Vampires aren't cupcakes. You can't order them to come with sprinkles.
Dad, you don't understand.
What do you two do for fun? Share foundation?
Sir,
I don't even know if I want to finish watching it. It's actually not as funny anymore. Because looking at it now as an adult, because he's an adult making this. Looking at it now, I think he went a little too far, a little too in. You know, like there was a lot there that probably shouldn't have been there. And while, yeah, it's offensive and whatnot, it was just like, I mean, when it comes to comedy, you know, sometimes we give comedy leeway, you know, like, especially like in stand-up comedy. But you know, when you look at this objectively, it's like those movies, those spoof movies, like kind of like Scary Movie, but the ones that are but not Scary Movie, you know, Scary Movie type spoof movies, but not, you know, the ones that try way too hard and they try to insert any sexual innuendo or joke they can into those movies, or have to have like a topless woman in the first 2 minutes of the film, that kind of stuff. It's like it tries so hard to be sexual, but like in this case, it's like he's trying so hard to be offensive, and it's like, okay, I could understand why 15-year-old me or whatever would like this, because you know it's along this type of humor around that time. But looking at it now, it's like he tried way too hard. He tried to be as offensive as possible, and he kind of took it too far. I mean, there's a level to it, and he went above that level, and I think he should have seen that objectively. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah, I mean, it's not really funny anymore, I guess, because it's like, it's just too much. If you would have dialed it back a little bit, then like it would have been funny, you know. But when you're back to back, it's just like, what are you doing? It's like you have no way of telling a good joke because you just throwing just the insults. You're not like making anybody laugh, you know? I don't know. So I don't know. I'm probably just gonna stop right here. I was thinking about it and I was just like, man, this just isn't funny anymore. It's just kind of ridiculous. So I'm probably gonna stop right here. If you guys want to watch it, I'll still post it, or I'll still put it in the description. But yeah, this is not what it used to be, I guess. And I guess that's a good thing. It means I've grown as an adult. So I guess with that being said, though, if you guys want me to react to anything, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely try to get to it. And if you have any songs you want me to react to, I will definitely try to get to those as well. And I guess with that being said, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Drink plenty of water, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.